Welcome back, everyone. Today, we are diving right into a highly requested product in the personal care world, the Dr. Groot Hair Thickening Roll-On Serum. We're going to look at the hard clinical data, break down the specific formula, and see exactly how it aims to tackle some of the absolute most stubborn scalp issues out there.
So, let me ask you something. Are you currently struggling with hair breakage and an oily scalp? Because, man, it is a deeply frustrating combo, right? You wash your hair and boom, by the end of the day, there's all this excess sebum making things look flat and greasy. But at the exact same time, you're noticing way more hair in your brush than you'd like because your strands are just breaking. Usually we think of these as two completely separate problems that need two entirely separate routines. But as we're going to see today, the source material points to a really unique approach that targets these intertwined issues at the exact same time.
All right, let's look at the solution. Precise scalp care.
You see, when you're dealing with scalp troubles, slathering a heavy product all over the place usually just makes the oiliness way worse. What you really need is precision. Enter the Dr. Groot Hair Thickening Roll-On Serum. It comes in a compact 15 milliliter or half fluid ounce format, and it's actually formulated as a gel with salicylic acid. Now, salicylic acid is a total powerhouse ingredient for breaking down oil and clearing out the stuff that just shouldn't be there. So this isn't some heavy shampoo or conditioner. It's an active, highly targeted gel designed specifically for thickening your hair, reducing that oil, and strengthening everything up.
And instead of using one of those sprays that just mists everywhere or a dropper that inevitably runs right down your forehead, this serum uses what's called precise spot care. It literally features a roll-on applicator, which completely changes the game when it comes to applying it. You just roll the salicylic acid gel directly onto the specific troubled areas of your scalp. That means zero waste, and you're getting those concentrated active ingredients exactly where your scalp is struggling the most.
Moving on to the clinical data, let's talk about the 2 weeks to transformation. Because hey, a clever applicator is really only as good as the actual results, right? And the crucial metric here is absolutely massive, 82.2%. In just 2 short weeks, based on a 24-person clinical test where this was used with the scalp revitalizing solution, this serum helps minimize hair fall due to breakage by a staggering 82.2%. Delivering those strengthening ingredients directly to the source has a wonderfully powerful, measurable impact.
But what about the oily scalp side of the equation? Well, the data shows a scalp sebum reduction of 46.42%. That is basically cutting oil production on those troubled spots in half. And simultaneously, there's a 39.52% reduction in scalp redness and moisture loss. You know, typically, stripping away that much sebum is going to irritate the skin, cause a bunch of redness, and really dry it out. But this precise spot care actively reduces that redness while actually protecting your moisture barrier.
And here's the real kicker. Not only is it preventing moisture loss, but it actually improves your overall scalp hydration by 30%. This is that tricky balancing act that is just so incredibly hard to get right in scalp care. The serum is cutting that frustrating oil by nearly half, while simultaneously boosting essential, healthy hydration by almost a third. You get a really clean but deeply nourished scalp environment.
Okay, let's shift gears and look at the clean formula and the overall sensory experience. Because, let's be honest, a product could have all the right numbers, but if it's packed with harsh chemicals, you're just not going to use it every day. So you'll be happy to know the Dr. Groot gel is formulated completely without parabens, without silicones, without sulfates, and without gluten. When you are applying a highly active serum directly to a scalp that's already troubled and sensitive, leaving out those heavy, irritating additives is absolutely crucial. It's a clean formula designed to actually treat the problem, not add to the chemical load on your skin.
And that clean formula translates right into how it actually feels. The result of the application is a perfectly refreshing, lightweight finish. It's a watery gel actively infused with menthol, so you get this immediate, soothing, cooling feeling right on contact, which is just perfect for a red, irritated scalp. Add to that a really fresh and vibrant green citrus fragrance, and it turns what could honestly be a clinical chore into a genuinely uplifting part of your day.
So, how do we use it? Let's look at the effortless application.
How exactly does this fit into a crazy busy morning routine? It's literally just a 3-step process. Step 1, you click the button to pump out a simple pea-sized amount of the serum. Seriously, you really don't need much. Step 2, apply that serum directly to your scalp using the roll-on for that precise spot care we talked about earlier. No mess, no fuss. And step 3, just gently massage it into the trouble area to get that amazing refreshing finish. It is active scalp care distilled down to a few clicks and a quick massage.
So the big takeaway from today's explainer, tackling hair breakage and that stubborn excess sebum absolutely does not require some messy, heavy, chemical-filled routine overhaul. By utilizing precise spot care, a clean, active gel formula, and targeted hydration, you can fundamentally change your scalp environment in just 2 weeks. Which leaves us with one final thought to ponder. Is your scalp ready for a fresh start? Thank you so much for joining me today to break this all down, and I literally can't wait to guide you through our next explainer. Keep learning, keep focusing, and I'll see you next time.